and it tumbles and just like rolls around, still snoring like... Disclaimer. We do not own or claim ownership of the Pokemon franchise and any Pokemon established in official canon. That's all owned by Nintendo, Game Freak, and Creatures. This is just a podcast made by 4 friends who love Pokemon. It's our love letter to a franchise most of us grew up with. So please go support the official release. Previously on PKMN Legacy.
I think we should go north. Boom!
Appalachian region's kind of a hot spot for shooting stars.
I love shooting stars!
Please explain to me why you were chasing mushrooms!
They had legs.
I am going to sleep. You may get breakfast, but no more.
Chris will not let us go. Now is the only time we can do it.
Mogubark got to the star first. Truck's parked out there and all taped off now.
We totally gotta go there now.
You come across some sort of old abandoned lumber mill. You got some Paris skittering about in the underbrush.
Told you!
This creature headbutts her to the ground.
Maddie!
Maddie, you take 2 points of damage.
Dang it.
Oh, shit.
I have so little health. I'm weak.
And you see this blue pig with the brownish purplish hide on top of itself.
My God.
Oh, it's so cute.
And it snorts at you and goes, roll,
I'm a sensitive soul. Sorry.
roll for initiative.
All right.
Go! Bellini!
Minion, we could use your help here.
So Velma, it's your turn first. What does Minion do?
Minion? Come on. Don't freeze on me. Minion. 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 Minion.
Can you not control it?
What happened?
Oh, is it not loading fast?
I gotta refresh real quick. Hold up.
It's happening with you too. Okay.
Minion just has a buffer wheel above them. There we go. Okay. Velma tells Minion to sick this, what's it? Did you give us the name of the guy yet?
I did not.
Ah,
And don't look at the turn order stuff, because you don't know what this creature is.
okay. So just as a precautionary thing, Velma decides to have Minion use String Shot.
And you see the target speed reduce. The little blue swine wrestles itself, rolling all around, trying to break 3 of its bindings. Breaks just enough so it can move. It goes for the dust tox and lets out a jet of water right at the bug.
Oh my god, I want him.
As the water hits you straight in the eyes, dust tox takes 2 points of damage. Next up, Bellini.
Alrighty. I think we're gonna go with a nice little... Oh, I sing now?
Oh yes, I forgot. Okay, so I leveled you guys up a bit. Bellini learned Sing. Luciole learned Smokescreen.
Okay, I'm gonna try and use sing.
Okay. Oh, what's this?
I got him asleep.
Oh, no, hold on. Macro didn't work for some reason. What's going on here? Let's see.
It might just be a glitch, so, could she try it again? Maybe still keeping the same score she has now, but...
Well, it's not the score thing. It's just doesn't tell me what it resulted is.
Oh, that is a bit odd.
I'll fix that later, but the target falls asleep. Okay. Describe what it looks like.
Okay, so Bellini pulls out, like, a little microphone from his, like, scarf and just starts singing a little song. Just a little lullaby.
Preferably something that we can afford.
Yes, exactly. So I'm trying not to sing something that I can't use. Anyway, what do you guys think? What's something that we can afford?
Perfect.
The little creature sways side to side and stumbles onto its back and starts snoring heavily.
Bellini also, like, uses his scarf as, like, a little blanket and puts it on
top of the order, it is Velma and Dust Talks.
All right. So, while he's sleeping, Velma has Minion sick him with a poison sting.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Ah, damn it.
The shower of needles do hit the little piggy guy, but they don't seem to have much effect on it whatsoever. Now it's the piggy's turn. Let's see if it wakes up.
Stay asleep.
Wait.
Maddie's turn again.
Okay, let's hit him with a pound.
That's a 2-shift hit as Bellini goes to town with the pound.
Yeah, boy.
Velma.
So, Minion over here is gonna give him a little bit of a gust.
Roll for it. Oh boy, that's a 7-shift hit right there.
Doggy.
I'm sorry. That's such a strong hit. That's not no love tap. That is I'm out to get your EXP and then evolve again. I can't evolve anymore, but I'm gonna try.
As Dustox flaps its wings, the pig tumbles and just like rolls around, still snoring like and lands and knocks its head into a log. Let's see if that wakes it up. Nope, still sleeping soundly.
Wait, how much HP does it have left? Because it hasn't updated for me yet.
Oh, sorry. Let me fix that. Boom.
Because I wanna catch it.
All right, do you have the balls?
I do. I have the balls and the balls.
Hey!
But I'm trying to decide if I should try and hit it one more time before I catch it.
It's up to you.
Will I kill it? Will I kill it, Chi-Chi?
How much HP does it have right now?
Oh, you can't tell. Like you can't tell in the games. You can see its bar, but you can't know how much health it has left.
We can't see the number, yeah. What's the system for the odds of Pokeball in this?
I don't know, actually.
Amazing.
I mean, I have like a bunch of formulas, but let me find the sheet for it.
I just want to know how high my odds are right now.
What's about at, if you have to judge it based on looks, it's about quarter health right now.
You know what? We're going to try and hit one more time, and if I kill it, it's fate.
Yeah, just find something that can give it a light bump.
Okay, great.
Perfect.
All right. That's a 1-shift hit with that pound. Slap of the tail. Knocks it to its side again.
He's still sleeping.
Velma, what does Dustox do?
In this moment, Dustox is just gonna use a little bit of a harden.
You see it envelop itself in a bright, shiny light as it steels itself and its defense rises. Meanwhile, let's see if it wakes up this time.
Stay.
It does.
Ah!
And it goes straight for the Mincino as its fangs envelop in a bright, vicious purple light.
I want him. Ah, damn it.
That's a 4-shift hit right there. Maddie, you sniff the air? It smells terrible. Awful stench.
It's poison. The poison for Cusco. You know, Cusco's poison. The poison designed specifically for Cusco. That poison, I'm gonna use a Pokeball.
Okay. As Bellini flinches, it's up to you to catch it. And you throw the Pokeball. I need you to roll just a vanilla fate dice. Okay. Let me see.
Please.
You toss the Pokeball. Shake, shake. Shake, shake.
Please, I only have 2.
Shake, shake.
I only have 2. Damn it!
The ball bursts open, and the pig runs about, even more enraged than before.
I only have 2 Pokeballs!
You only have 1 Pokeball left.
Ah! Okay. I want him. He's so cute. He's ugly cute.
Velma, what are you gonna do?
Let's see. What's something that is there anything gentle I can use? Let's try a poison sting this time.
Okay, roll it.
Oh, dang.
Yep.
It sends a shower into its hide, and it almost absorbs the toxins,
I knew it. It's water and poison type.
and it runs right at the Dustox that showered it so much with a tackle. Doesn't hurt you that much. Just a tick of damage, a 1 shift hit. Knocks back the Dustox a bit, but it regains its balance in the air easily enough. And now it is Maddie's turn once more.
All right, we're pounding him. Bellini goes on his little, on all fours, and he wiggles his, little, like, haunches like a cat does before it pounces on something. And he, like, makes a mad dash and, like, rams his head right into the chest.
That is a 3 shift hit. And you can see it sliding in the dirt as it tries to maintain its footing. Shakes it off, looking a bit worse for wear, but it's still standing up. Velma, what you gonna do?
Velma turns over to Maddie. She gives her a look, a knowing nod. You can catch him one more time. You got this. For her turn, she has Mini News harden again.
Okay, then next up is the wild Pokemon, who sees the Mincino, recognizes it as a much squishier target than the hardened Dustox. It charges forth, and then stops at point-blank range as it fires a water gun right in its face.
Aha!
Nothing too serious. It goes over its head for the most part, but it does get a bit in the eye, which is kind of irritating for that 1 shift of damage. It's up to you now, Maddie.
Let's go. Let's throw a Pokeball. That does not look good.
Shake, shake.
Please.
Shake, shake.
Please. Be kind.
Shake, shake.
Be kind.
Click.
Yes! Yes! He's so ugly. I love him.
Yay!
You hear your Pokedex.
I take it out.
Boglet, the swamp swine Pokemon. The fur on its back is hardened through a mixture of mud and mild toxins. When the Boglet is hostile, it emits a mildly noxious aura. It keeps the toxins potent and fresh by constantly wallowing in water and muck.
What a mood. I love him.
Would you like to nickname this little piggy?
Yeah. Okay, I gotta find a French word now, because that's her thing.
Lardon.
Name it Lard.
Large.
Well, Lardon. He's got more finesse.
I was going through like smelly or just like for pig.
I mean,
Let's see.
well,
You can name him Pepe. Like Pepe Le Pew.
Peppa! Peppa! Wait, is it a boy or a girl? Is it a boy or a girl? I don't care. It's Peppa.
Peppa!
oh, Peppa.
P-E-P-P-A, baby.
Peppa!
I'm Peppa Pig.
Congratulations, you have nicknamed your little pig boy Peppa.
Excellent.
Yes!
Even better.
Yay! Peppa!
Because that's my campaign now.
Peppa, what are you doing in my Roll20 campaign?
Peppa!
At this point, the rest of the Bidoofs and the Paris scatter, not wanting to meet the same fate. So, now that you have the conflict has resided, you look around and you notice that this log pond has a conveyor belt that leads up to the rest of the facility,
Velma, look.
and the path is not gated off.
Heck yeah, we're doing it.
Let's go.
Yellow, Kate here at the pause menu with you again right now. Hi. How you doing? Doing good? Good. Okay, good. Let's move on. Hope you're enjoying listening to the show. If you'd like to support the show, we have a Patreon. For as little as $2 a month, you get your name displayed in the end credits of the video. At the $5 level, you get access to the bonus tidbits, which are little behind-the-scenes tidbits I put out in between episodes. The latest one was about how I, as a GM, structure and write my notes when preparing for a session, and the mistakes I made early on. And $10 and up, you get your name mentioned verbally in the pause menu right here, right now, which I will do right here, right now, with our Ultra Ball tier patrons, which are Donkey Oto and Dongo the King. So thanks to you two, thanks to all our patrons, and if you can't support the show on Patreon, we get it, times are hard. But let me just put out a free alternative here. You could also support us by tweeting about the show using the hashtag PKMN Legacy, and if you do that, we might use your name as a name for one of our NPCs, like we're going to do later for this episode. We haven't met her yet, you haven't had the chance, but she is going to be named after Ash at Angel Tigress 777. Next episode will be coming out on Thursday, July 30th, so 2 weeks and 2 days from now, mostly because I like Thursdays, good for the algorithms. But until then, back to the episode. Unpause. So, you carefully make your way up this chute. It's a bit rickety as you clamber over the logs that sit on top, but it holds their weight just fine, and it seems to be holding yours too for now. Eventually, you make your way to the collapsed chute door into the main building. It's impassable right now, and the only alternative path you see up here is this wide ledge running along the building, and the vegetation gives you a good enough grip, and you eventually sidle your way over to a window. And as you peek in, it seems to be a debarking room of sorts. You see logs sitting atop broken conveyor belts in various stages of being cut and debarked. On the far end, you see a big metal roller door leading into the rest of the facility.
So we're kind of like up in the vents-ish because...
Not vents, you're kind of on the ledge outside, near second floor level.
But we can see inside.
And you're kind of just looking into the facility.
I see.
You also see that the room is not empty. You see a figure wearing brown robes, green sashes wrapping around their waist, feathers jutting from the back of their hood. It gives off a sort of ancient tribal feel. You also see a woman who is tied up on the conveyor belt. She's wearing a blue and orange uniform, and the robed man seems to be just pacing back and forth, not very concerned for this woman's well-being.
Do you see that?
Yeah, I do. What do you think they're doing?
We have to save her.
How?
I don't know. Should we just go straight in, or should we come up with a plan?
We should come up with a plan or something. If we go straight in, who knows what could happen?
Well, there's only one of them.
For some reason, I feel like this guy's not... I mean, as far as we know, there could be more.
Should we create a diversion?
I think that could work.
I'm gonna check and see if my Pokemon have anything that can help us out here.
Okay.
So Maddie turns to Velma. Lucille has smokescreen. We could create a cover and try and save her?
Velma thinks about it for a minute and turns back to Maddie and gives her like a nod to go ahead and do it.
As quietly as she can. Or actually, she kind of like clambers down a little bit back to where they were, and she, as quietly as she can, sends out Lucille. Lucille, go up there and use smokescreen to distract the guy. We're going to go save the girl.
The Pyrimp gives you a nervous nod, waddles over to a cracked open part of the window. He jumps onto a pile of timber. You see the man whips around, goes, "Wait, what?" Before a smokescreen envelops the room and causes him to go into a coffin fit.
Okay, what now?
Question.
Answer.
Can Minion use string shot as a way to bring things towards them?
Things towards them? What do you have in mind?
Because I was thinking about using Minion's string shot on the tied up lady to try to bring her closer to us and get her out of there. Is that a possible use for it?
If you give me a fate point, I'll let you bend the rules.
Wait. If Valini uses helping hand, can it be more likely to work?
I'll play it this way. If she pays a fate point, I'll let it work. Exactly as you wanted it to.
Fuck it. Yeah, I'll use it. Or fudge it.
Are we using big boy words now? Heck yeah. So, you're down to 0 fate points. Describe what's going on?
So, what happens is that while the smoke screen's going on, Minion flies down and uses string shot on the lady who ties the conveyor belt, and uses the string shot to kind of pull her off it and bring her closer to us. So that way we can get her and grab her out of there.
All right, so Dustox lets out a you see the line go taut, and he's looking to you for help to pull the rope.
Velma turns to Maddie. Help me pull here?
Okay.
Both of you make a forceful check.
Okay.
Bro.
Fuck! God damn it!
Good Lord.
Oh, you're killing me with that -4 right there. Here's what I'll do for you guys. Unless Maddie wants to use a fate point to fix that, though I don't really see how any of those would work. Any of her aspects would work for that.
No, I mean, I don't see how that would work either.
I got it. Okay. You guys pull the line. It's a very awkward pull, but with your combined efforts, you manage to give it a tug, and you hear the, What the heck is... Who just landed on me? The tied-up lady has been moved to pin down the cultist.
Okay.
All right, that still works.
Can I use Sing on the guard with Bellini?
Okay,
Okay.
give me a taste of Bellini's performance here.
So he kind of like flips his little scarf like over his shoulder and he saunters in because is the smoke starting to clear?
Yes.
Okay, so the smoke is starting to clear and Bellini like steps through. It's almost like a concert. Like Bellini like steps through the smoke and it's like really dramatic. The smoke starts to separate around him and he sings a song and it's like this little lullaby, but it's like really intense. And sings right at, like, staring directly at the cultist, like, very intensely.
All right. As this is going on, as it's singing, you guys are feeling kind of sleepy too.
Maddie kind of, like, pokes Velma and, like, kind of shoves her a little on the shoulder, just being like, like, stay awake!
And Velma's kind of getting a little wobbly, so she kind of leans on Maddie a bit.
And that kind of jolts Maddie up, and she's like, we have to stay awake! And she, like, puts her fingers in her ears.
You can see the cultist lethargically going for something in his pocket as he struggles to pull it out. It's a walkie-talkie.
No!
Fuck! Fudge!
Hi,
We have to do
cultist.
something. Do you have any moves to grab his... Use string shot to grab his walkie-talkie!
goodness.
All right, you string shot.
Nah, you're out of fate points.
Oh, wait. Pause. I'm gonna find something. Can Bellini use tickle to make him drop
He's already
it?
using Sing. Let it happen.
No!
Okay.
So click.
Boss, you better get back up here. I think we're under.
Let's go. We've got to get to the lady now.
Yes, let's do it. So I
Okay,
guess,
yeah. I'm just gonna run over to that
yeah,
lady just on
do you
top.
just want to just run over and grab her
Yeah.
and just kind of run to the nearest exit we find?
These two children just like,
Just dragging this lady.
Well, how are we gonna do this? Like the jump rope, human jump rope style. You get the legs, I'll get the head.
Yep.
Oh, wow. I didn't expect anyone to rescue me. Oh, okay. Personal space. Okay.
Shh, don't talk. We're saving you.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Shh.
Get you out of here.
All right. So you're carrying her body. All right. The only exit that comes to your sight is this very big roller door. Like one of those big garage doors that kind of like lifts up and over.
Is it open?
It is closed currently. It doesn't look like it's locked. It just looks like it's very heavy.
Is there a button we can use to open it?
There's a button to the side.
Are we gonna use the button, Velma, or are we gonna try and find another way?
Let's use the button.
Okay. I'm a little scared that the button's gonna be like an alarm.
Oh, good.
You press the button. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Well, it is a pretty old, decrepit building anyway.
Okay.
How sturdy is this garage door looking thing?
Looks a bit rusted over, but it doesn't look like it's immovable. With enough elbow grease, you might be able to force it open.
If I send out all three of my Pokemon, can they help lift the door with all of us?
I like that. I'll have you roll forceful +3.
Okay. So 3.
Okay, so 3, that's a good. All right. describe how your team effort opens the door.
All right, so Bellini and Lucille are already out, but Peppa is not out. So we send out Peppa. So Maddie's not really going to dramatically flare anything in case there's any other cultists nearby, but she sends out Peppa. Okay, you guys, we've got to open this garage door to get out of here. So all of us are going to do this, okay? And she waits and she kind of points over to where they need to go. And she also runs over to the garage door and tries to stick her hands underneath it to start lifting it.
And with your combined efforts, you, Bellini, and Lucille trying to lift up with your little hands. And I guess Peppa just trying to rub against it and try to lift it with its body because it doesn't have arms.
Yeah.
While this is going on, can Velma try to untie the lady?
Yeah, go ahead. You look at it, it's a pretty sloppy knot. If they were real professional criminals, they would know much better than to leave such a sloppy knot on their hostage.
Amateur hour, I swear.
With a little finagling, the ropes come loose, and the woman stands up again. Oh, that is so much better. I was losing feeling in my everything, so thank you.
No problem. Do you think you can help us out right here? We really need to get out of here. And she points over to the door where everybody's trying to open it up.
Oh, well, I can certainly give the old college try. She spits into her hands, rubs them a bit, and goes to help you open the door, and slowly but surely it creaks open and lifts up into the air. The chamber next to it is open.
Let's go!
All right, let's get out of here.
In the meantime, Maddie's going to bring back in Lucille and Peppa just to keep the party smaller.
You enter this large, empty square room as the door shuts behind you. You see on opposing sides of this room, including the one you just came from, big, thick roller doors. There's some water trickling and puddling around the north wall. And in the center of the room, pretty hard to miss, is this big gaping hole both in the ceiling and in the grated metal floor below. And from below, you smell this damp, musty smell wafting through the air.
What's that?
I don't know. Velma walks a little bit closer to the hole to check it out.
You see, deep down in the darkness, you see something in there. It's hard to see, but you can hear the rustling of leaves in there.
Is that outside?
The woman walks over to the north wall where all the puddling is, puts her ear to the wall. Well, if that's the river I'm hearing out there, then this must be the kiln.
Kiln?
Yes, this is where we used to heat treat the wood, so if the fire got out of control, they'd use the river to put it out. So, yeah, we're basically in a furnace.
Do you work for this company?
Yes, probably should have started with that. My name's Angel. I'm a safety inspector with Mogubark. Was supposed to make sure this place was properly cordoned off so no one trespasses in here, going after whatever landed here, no one got hurt or anything like that. Well, we know how well that went.
What landed here?
Well, I don't know. Have not gotten that far in my inspection yet. But probably another meteorite or something, so I would...
Meteorite?
Another meteorite?
Yes, happens more often than you'd think, honestly. Actually, I think one landed here about a year or two ago. That was before I started working here. And I think it's why they closed the place off in the first place.
Why are you still here? That's dangerous.
Exactly! But someone has to check, and I pulled the short straw.
Why were you tied up like that? What do those guys want of you?
Well, I am not entirely sure, but I think... Wait, what's that noise?
They found us!
You hear the door on the opposite side of you open up. The hallway on the other side of this roller door is dark. But you see emerge from the shadows 3 other of those cultist guys, wearing identical robes and sashes and feathers. And in the front of their marching order, you see a familiar, grumpy face.
Chris! You joined them?